So I think only I think only Pauline who has at least ever done JavaScript before. But don't worry, we're going to start from scratch, complete from zero, and we're going to maybe try to see how we can use JavaScript in our projects. So before I want to before I begin, I want to just tell you the difference between development and designing. So what you have been doing from I think from ever since the program began, you have been doing web designing because you have been doing only designing like you're designing the website. Okay, so that's designing. So we're going to look at web development, and web development starts with learning JavaScript. So at the core of web development is JavaScript, and let me just pull up maybe my screen so I can have a look at some pull up the screen here. Maybe not. Good. Okay. So you can go ahead. You can go ahead and go to this website. It's called MDN, Mozilla Developer Network, and it's one of the best resources where you can learn JavaScript, and at least you can learn even HTML, CSS. It's one of the best out there, and their content is almost updated almost every single time. So and they give us that truth to themselves because uh, they try to give you the content which is almost up to date, and it helps you to learn a bit quicker than me than waiting for me to actually teach you JavaScript, like teach you one by one, like every after, because we have lessons twice a week. That's not enough for you to catch up with everything. Okay, so just to break it down, okay, as you have learned JavaScript, as you have learned HTML and CSS, JavaScript is the third layer of the development process. So HTML, you get to design the structure, the layout of the HTML page or of the web page. Then you have CSS, which allows you to design, to add colors, to add a bit of like juice to it. Okay, and then JavaScript adds the functionality. And one of the most commonest use of JavaScript is for data fetching. So you fetch data. For example, you can imagine it's example like Facebook. So how does Facebook know you have it has captured your data? How does Facebook know that you have entered the right username or the right password? How does Facebook allow you to have maybe like play videos? Not to get your personal DP. All those things are done through JavaScript in conjunction with other things like PHP, things like maybe like Node.js, all those. But for now, we're looking at JavaScript, which is one of the core aspects of what of development. Okay. So I hope you can pass through this site with me, so that you can have like have almost the same the same kind of page. Okay, so for here they tell us, because I don't want to just say that I'm getting this information from my head. No, information is available for you to read also, and it's online, but it's up to you to build on it. So if you go to the first page and you go to JavaScript, it says JavaScript is a light interpreted or just-in-time compiled language with first-class functions. Okay, so we're going to look at what I mean of classes, what I mean of functions later on. But let's just maybe have the history of JavaScript, and they say why it's mostly used for scripting for web pages.
Excuse me, Aaron.
Yes, go ahead, ask. Yes, Pauline.
Why sharing your screen? Because we cannot see your screen.
Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Okay, let me time. Stop sharing. Is it now? The screen. Share. What about now? Because almost there. Wait for it. What about now? I see the screen.
No, for my display different. Um,
Yes, can you see my screen? Yes, Pauline, can you see my screen?
I can't see your screen. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. What do you try to register the meeting? Just show John. Yeah, try registering the meeting one more time and see if you can what if you can see my screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me end call and join again.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you next maybe like 2 minutes before I begin. Okay, as we're waiting for Pauline to come back, hopefully you have seen the spectrum share one more time because I think someone that just come in and guys come back. Okay, so can you see my screen? Pauline, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I can now.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
thanks.
Good. So, as I was saying, JavaScript is a lightweight, interpreted just in time, compile language. Okay, let me share my the link again. It's one time here. Chat. I've shared the link one more time, so you can see get access to the link. It's a compile language. Remember, HTML is not a language. So HTML is not a programming language. HTML is simply text up, like markup language. Okay, it's only for text because you don't get to do anything like logic. And JavaScript is a language of the web. Okay, that's why I say it's a lightweight programming language. Okay, so the keyword is here is a programming language. Okay, so what we have been doing web design ever since. Okay, we have been doing anything like programming. Okay, so we're going to be doing programming starting from today. Okay, and I think it's a lightweight language with class functions, and I think it's used for the web, okay, and it has like many different things, like many environments. Okay, we have things like Node.js, things like Apache, but all those we'll look at them maybe later on, maybe because these things are for advanced, but if you have learned, you have to learn the basics of JavaScript. And you don't need to know Node.js, you need to know Apache, you just need to know HTML, CSS, then you're going to look at JavaScript. Okay, and then they tell you the history of JavaScript. They tell you JavaScript is not the same as Java. Okay, so don't take like as I said here. I tell you the history. You can see the history. It's up to you. But in that case, let us move on to this point here. Okay, I say do not confuse JavaScript with Java. Okay, so most of you when they're telling you what you program, I'm a Java developer. No, you are a JavaScript developer. Okay, although they have the same name Java, but JavaScript are different things. Okay, and of course I heard they tell you if you continue down here, they tell you the first steps of knowing JavaScript. Okay, all this and stuff. Okay, so we're going to try to follow up this. Okay, and also try to practice. Okay, because I want you to guys, maybe when I'm not available, able to at least try out this. Okay, be able to try out this out when you're on your own. Okay, so as you can see, this has a nice kind of table of content which will help you to actually be able to advance from scratch. Okay, so maybe because we are beginning, I'll start with complete beginners. Okay, I think that's the first one, and of course they told you JavaScript basics. Okay, and here of course the saying you JavaScript short for JS, and I'm telling you all this stuff. Okay, this is just like a lot of reading. Okay, so go ahead and read it on your free time, but in my case I will just get the key points. Okay, of course we know that JavaScript, that is a programming language. Okay, and it can be used for the web. Okay, and also for other things. Okay, so for the web, can be used for things like scripting, things like backend development, but all those will learn them while it's, okay, step by step. Okay, and if you continue down, they tell you an example. Okay, an example of what of how you can use JavaScript. Okay, and to make it easier for you, I'm going to just go ahead and try it out. Okay, you can also feel free, if you want to follow along, you can try it out. Okay, with me. Okay, so the thing is, then just maybe pull up, start from scratch, and I'll show you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead to my folder, or to my files, for my file manager. I'm going to create a folder. I'm going to call it maybe JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript, script. Okay, like that. Yes, for now, maybe just JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript basics. Okay, just like that. Great. You can follow along if you feel want to. Okay, so I'll open it with like always. You open up it with Visual Studio Code, because we are dealing with code, and you're saying code, you have to do it in Visual Studio Code. So good. So I'll bring up my Visual Studio Code. Okay, just like that. Okay, just like that. Very simple. Okay, so I'm gonna start by following the story. Okay, as it is. Okay, because that's what I want you guys to try it out on your own. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to go ahead like always, because remember we are still with HTML. Don't forget HTML. Okay, so the first thing is I'm going to create an index.html file. Okay, of course I put the structure, Shift 1, then the structure. Okay, this URL. Okay, so I want to repeat myself. Okay, that's URL, and to make it clean, I'm going to move all this, because by now I don't need all this. Okay, so I'll name my title, I'll name it JavaScript. Okay, basics, just like that. Okay, very simple. Okay, then if I continue reading, because I can tell you, you can practice. Okay, so already I'm saying go to your test site. Okay, but my test site is index.html. Okay, I create a new folder called scripts. Okay, within the scripts folder, create a new file named main.js. Okay, straight out. I'll say straight out. So I'll go here and say create a new folder called scripts. Okay, scripts. Then now say, okay, if you have questions, you can stop me and say, okay, Eric, I'm not understanding, please stop. Okay, Eric, if you're going fast, please can you stop for me? I'll do that. And if you're good to go, of course you can thumbs up, and we're good to go. Okay, good. So I went ahead and created a scripts folder inside my project. Okay, same thing, you can already have your project, which is maybe the previous work, and you create this folder called scripts. Okay, and inside my scripts, I'm going to create a file called main. Okay, .js. Okay, together, just like that. Okay, good. Let's go back one time. Oh, okay, let me just have this, maybe this slide. Okay, why is my shoes down? Okay, oh wait, okay, so this has to go down. Sorry about that. So it's saying in new index.html file, enter this code on a new line just before closing the body tag. So I just copy this. Okay, as it is. Okay, because I'm just following this tutorial by now. Okay, but just get started. Copy this out. I copy it, and come back to my index here, to my HTML code. Come to my index.html. Just before closing the body tag here, I paste. Okay, then of course I format. Okay. Just like that. Okay, because I'm following step by step. Okay, let me see the next bit of it. It's saying okay, that's telling you this is doing the same job as the link. Okay, remember when you're linking, you link using the string tag, like for our CSS, okay? But for our JavaScript, use the script tag, okay? So don't worry, I'm just showing you. You're going to look at this later on, step by step. But I'm just showing you if you want maybe can like have something real quick, okay? So I'm telling you, okay, I'm telling you, add this to your main.js code, okay? And okay, so they're having issues here. Okay. So I'm going to just do this, okay? Copy this out, okay? Copy it, okay? Come here, back to my HTML code, then back to my JavaScript code, okay? And I paste this, okay? Don't worry about what I'm pasting. I'm going to explain everything from scratch, okay? I'm showing you that you can try it out, okay, on your own and say, okay, I've done something, okay? And of course, what they're telling us, make sure the HTML code JavaScript files are saved, then load index in your browser, okay? Of course, I know there's gonna be an error, which is okay. Which I know there will be some error, okay? Let's see if I go back here, like orange, right click, open containing folder, then go ahead and okay, let's make it a bit okay. Yeah. Okay, then right click, open with Chrome, okay? Just like orange. Hopefully it's there, okay? It's just nothing has happened, okay? Because the issue is, if you're following this project here, I think we are missing something out, okay? We are missing out because we are missing out something, okay? So what I'm missing, because I already know because I've already done it before. So I'm missing something called an H1 here, okay? So I need to come here to my HTML and add H1, okay? Here, and H1, okay? Just like that, an empty H1, okay? Then hopefully when I go back to my script, go back to my page, you'll see something, okay? Where is it? Let's first close up, come back to our okay, backing up, back to our browser. Okay, let's check, okay? Refresh and see, okay? Good, okay? That's what they wanted what to do, okay? So now I'm going to explain what we did, okay? Then I'll also show you something else, okay? So JavaScript allows you to add functionality, okay? Add more things to HTML, okay? Together. This is something so basic, but just with that more than that, okay? And let me see, because here they're telling you you're having a constant, then you're saying this text code hello world, okay? But I say maybe hello world from Kampabits, okay? Kampabits. Don't worry about what I'm editing. I'll explain it later on, okay? Don't worry about it. From Kampabits, okay? Not from, let's say from Kampabits, okay? Save it. Okay, good. So what I was doing is what we call DOM manipulation, okay? The words may be kind of new to you, like thing like DOM manipulation, but don't worry about all the words, okay? We're going to break down everything from 0 to 0, okay? Good. So just to show that you have done something, that's what I was asking you guys to do it, okay? Just try it out, okay? Try out by creating this HTML page, then copying this code, which is if you have access to this link, okay? Just copy this code out and just share it one more time in the chat, okay? You can try it out, okay? And how many of you have tried out this? Carol, have you tried this out, or maybe you're using your phone? Yes, Carol, have you tried it out?
Eric, I'm going to try it out.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Okay. So you can try this out, okay? Maybe let me give you time and you try it out, okay? Try it out, because it's just like a bunch of, it's like 2 minutes to finish stuff, okay? So what about you, Mariam? Have you tried it out? Yes, Mariam. Okay. Mariam seems to be silent. What of you, Pauline? Have you tried it out? Try it out and then we can now. Yes.
Yes, Eric, I have.
You have, okay. What about this, Stella?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. You have tried that, okay? So it's good. I know this may be so basic, like what you're doing, especially for you, Pauline, because maybe you have done it before. But don't worry, we're going to start again. Okay, we're going to try it one more time. We're going to do it even way better. We're going to learn what every single line of code does. Okay, so I'm going to give maybe like 2 minutes to try it out. Okay, and also while you're trying it out, maybe let me also pull up something else which I want to show you out. Okay. Okay, so now since we have already maybe made our h1 exec, this is the same thing as we did with Justin, but from the beginning, like remember, if you remember from day one, okay, Justin, I think was it Justin or days, I can't remember, but they showed you how to make an h1 in HTML. Okay, we are doing the same thing with JavaScript. Okay, together. That means you can decide to write all the HTML code using JavaScript. Okay, but that's not why JavaScript is useful. Okay, JavaScript is useful because it allows you to connect the HTML to other things. Okay, things like call them the backend. Okay, backend development. So as you're continuing here, okay, I want to try one more thing before we actually continue. Okay, I want to try out an alert. Okay, if you're trying out, okay, just try an alert. Why is it taking so long to? Okay, let's close some things up. Okay. So back to my HTML. Okay, I want us to try out just after this hello, hello, my heading context. Okay, I want us to write down the code alert. Okay, alert. Okay, then let's take an alert, and if you can say alert, maybe my name is my name is Eric. Of course, my name is Eric. Okay, my name is Eric. Yes, just like that. Okay, together. Okay, just try it out because I know I want you guys to maybe today just grab as much as you can from this. So we're going to maybe break down things later on. Okay, everything line by line. Okay, so I'm going to say alert. Maybe my name is Eric. Okay, just like that. Okay, remember what I'm editing the main on JS. Okay, so I'm going to explain what this that does. Okay, what this means. Okay, what this means. Okay, later on. But for now, I want us to try this out. Then you can come to explain later on. Okay, so back to my HTML here. If I refresh, okay, let me just show you. If I refresh the page, okay, it will show me this nice it's a pop-up. Okay, it's called hope you can see this. Can you guys see this? Just thumbs up in the chat. Just thumbs up in the chat, and you can see it, of course. Good. Okay, so this is called an alert. Okay, an alert box. Okay, and you may think this alert box exists in HTML. Okay, but if you go, I think just to show you how to inspect. Okay, if you go and right click and say sorry, if I control U, okay, or try to get the source code, okay, you can see my HTML doesn't have this hello word. Okay, this hello word is not there in my HTML. Okay, the alert is also not there. Okay, because we are now everything is now handled by JavaScript. Okay, so one more thing which I want us to try out. Okay, I want to try out this. Okay, I want to try out something out. Okay, I'm going to show it to you guys. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to do some calculation. Okay, I'm going to just come here and say hello. It's called hello word. I'm going to say something like bracket. I will say instead of saying instead of saying this, okay, I will say my heading text equals to maybe like I say like 30 plus maybe like 60, okay, which is like 90. Okay, this should give me 90. Okay, not the text. Okay, let's hope it gives me that. Hopefully it does. Okay, hopefully it's refresh and see. Okay, pass alert. Okay, of course then it shows me 90. Okay, together. That means you can do calculation in in JavaScript, okay? Let's try maybe minus C, okay? And see if minus works, okay? If I say 90 minus 60, okay? Of course, it's negative 30. Of course, if I refresh here, it will give me negative 30. Negative 30. If I select, okay? Then it shows me negative 30, okay? But you can never do calculations in HTML, okay? That's why JavaScript is important, okay? So I've already showed you some things that JavaScript can do, okay? Now let's get back to understanding what JavaScript, like starting from scratch, okay? Because I want to just show you this out, okay? So back to my browser, okay? Back to this, okay? I'm going to just go ahead and close this, okay? Close this up, okay? Maybe also close this up, okay? Close it up. I'm also going to come to my index. I'm going to remove everything, okay? Remove everything, okay? Remove everything, okay? So I'm going to start from scratch, okay? So the first thing is I'm going to, of course, go ahead and create the structure like orange, okay? And of course, I like my structure clean, so I remove this meta tags because they're important, but not now. Okay, now we don't need them right now. Okay, we need them in the future. Okay, so I'll just change that maybe to learning JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript. Okay, good. Okay, this is it. Okay, so you can learn JavaScript. You can like the way we did, the way we did CSS. Okay, you can write JavaScript inline. Okay, so can be JavaScript. Okay, can be inline. Okay, inline together, can be inline together. JavaScript, okay, can be internal, like the way you are seeing it can be internal. So internal, like the way internal, okay, together. Then JavaScript, you can write it can be external. Okay, just the way you did what you did CSS. Okay, and the internal inline JavaScript it's hard to do. Okay, it's one of the things which I don't recommend doing it. Okay, because you write too much code and things become kind of confused. Okay, like the way maybe for example you can say a button, like an example. Okay, the examples. Okay, I can say button. Okay, then I can say maybe something like on the click. Okay, on the click. Okay, because equals to maybe I'll say alert. Okay, the alert something. Okay, maybe alert hello. Okay, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm just showing you different types of can be hello. Okay, hello. Okay, together maybe I say you can say click me. Okay, click me. Okay, this is internal. Okay, this is inline. Okay, inline JavaScript. Okay, go inline. Okay, JavaScript. Okay, like that. Okay, this inline, and can have so inline. Let me show you how it works. This still works. Okay, but I'll show it to you in a minute. Okay, come here, refresh the page. Okay, of course here it's showing the words here. Okay, they just put one in the comments because they're too much. Okay, just put this in comments. Okay, this in comments. Control/. Okay, shortcut for comments is Control/. Okay, so maybe I'm also reviewing different. Okay, yeah, okay, refresh. Okay, so it's saying click me. Okay, if I click here, it has to alert. Okay, this is called inline JavaScript. Okay, inline JavaScript. So let's look at external. Okay, go rather internal. Okay, internal is quite simple. Okay, the way you did CSS. Okay, remember with CSS you did something like style tag. What is style? Yeah, style tag, like style like that. Okay, then you put your styles here. Okay, you put your styles. Okay, but with JavaScript you don't use the style tag, you use the script tag. Okay, because I told you JavaScript is a scripting language. Okay, so you use script. Okay, script like that, okay, like that, just like that, okay. The way you did you did the way you did CSS, okay, internal, the way you do JavaScript internal, okay. The difference is you're using the script tags together. Good, okay. So maybe let's just try to do the same thing, okay. Same thing. I'm going to put another button. So I'll say button 2. Okay. I'm not showing you the difference, but later on I'm gonna show you how we can actually what this means, okay. What it means also, okay. Let's say I'll call it maybe click me2, click, okay, me2, okay. Then here I can do something called variable. Yeah, variable here. Don't worry about the variables. The variables later on. Say button. Okay. Okay. Let's give it maybe like an ID. Okay, an ID. Let's give it an ID. Say button. Let's call it button. Button 2. Okay. That's 2. Okay. I can say button equals hopefully 2. Okay, equals to document. Don't know about the document bit of it. I'm going to explain it down, okay. And I said don't get element by ID, okay. And I want to get this ID called button -2, okay. So I can come and I say button dot on click, okay. And I say equals to alert. You can add alert, okay. Hello world. Hope it works, okay. Hope it works. Good, okay. So now I can show it to you. Hopefully it works. Then we can continue the next step, okay. So it says whether I know why, okay. Say click on it. So in our case here, it's I don't want it is a new topic that actually because if I'm trying to access on click, it's a long process, okay. But just know that for now this is internal. This is internal JavaScript, okay. Internal JavaScript here. This is inline, okay. Let me just also maybe try one more time and I see if it works. That's work. But in our case here, it doesn't matter. It will just automatically without clicking. Okay. So this is internal, which is this. Okay. External is here. Okay. Internal right. Inline. Okay. Then internal. Okay. And you can see if I control U, check the source code. Okay. You can see I'm having this button. Okay. This. Okay. Which has this internal. This has script, okay. The other button which has an ID of button 2, then the script tag, okay. So that means at this moment if you're using internal or inline, somebody can actually go to this HTML file and see your JS code, okay. But we don't want that, okay. We can want that, okay. But as a person I recommend having things more clean, okay. I want to have HTML its own file, then also maybe JavaScript its own file, okay. That's why we can now look at external, okay. This is internal. Yes, put some tag and say internal, okay. Internal JS, okay, together. Then here I can have external, okay. External, okay, JS, okay. And external is quite simple, okay. External, you just need to remember two things, okay. The first thing is the extension for JavaScript is .js, okay, together, .js, okay. So our next thing is you have to have the attribute of src, okay. Not most of you confuse it with scr. No, src, okay. So because some of you have like, okay, it's src, like the src for images, okay. So I'll do script tag here, script, okay. Then I'll do the attribute of src, okay, like that. Then I will say src equals, like always, Then I link to what, to the file. Okay, I'm going to link to a file called script. Okay, scripts. Okay, dot js. Okay, that. Then remember, at this moment I don't have this script.js file. Okay, so I'm going to create I won't create it for you. So come back to my here, delete this. Okay, edit. Okay, move trash. Okay, then create a file called scripts. Okay, .js. Okay, that. Then I can have maybe the same code here. Okay, the same code here. Okay, control copy, come here. Okay, maybe I'll check this form of alert. I will just say I want to do something like document. Okay, dot write, don't worry about dot write, maybe awesome. Okay, okay, just like that. Good. Okay, so this is how we write external. Okay, and remember, okay, it has an opening tag, okay, and a closing tag. Okay, together. So don't make the mistake of not closing the tag. Okay, because if you forget and write maybe some other thing down here, it may end up not working. Okay, remember it has an opening and a closing tag. Okay, yes. Let's just now look at what it does. Okay, I didn't change the button, so let's have button 3 here. Okay, button 2 here, then button 3. So last bit of it, then I'll start explaining. There's button 3 here, button 3. Okay, click me 3, just like that. Okay, back to our script tab. Click me, then click me to here. Okay, click me 3. I'll say button 3, button 3. Okay, just avoid errors. Okay, I know why buttons. Okay, so last bit of it, then I'll start explaining one more time why how to actually like the actual basics. Okay, hello world, of course. Click here, click me. Okay, click me 3. It's right already. Okay, don't write it. Okay, just click it. I know why it's not writing it, but that's coming. Okay, coming later on in the future. Okay, so at this moment I want to have questions, and if you haven't understood anything of what I've said, okay, because today I just introduction. Today there's nothing like like anything new. Okay, if you haven't said anything, please go ahead and ask. Okay, you can ask even about things which you don't understand. Things like what does document mean, what does const mean. Okay, because I'm going to look at those data. Okay, but just ask. Okay, so let me answer the first person, Arinda, because I think you've been there. Arinda, any questions? Yes, Arinda. Any questions?
I lost you halfway, so I'll catch up with the recording.
Okay. I also start to repeat myself one more time, so at least you can get it. Okay. So let's look at Carol. Anything you need understand, like on what I was saying, apart from the code, what the code means. Okay. Apart from maybe the inline bit of it, the external and the internal. Any questions you want to ask about it? Yes, Carol. Anything you didn't understand?
Currently, I'm good. Maybe as we proceed.
Yeah. Good. Pauline and Mariam, are you good? Or I can also, because I want to repeat myself one more time, then we can now start moving to the intricacies of like buttons, body click, all those things. Okay, but for now I just want to have like an overview. So Mariam, any questions?
Good.
You're good. Yeah. Yes, Pauline, any questions or anything you want to add on?
No, Eric.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Stella was off and on, but still ask the same questions. Any questions? Oh, Stella, I think Stella is off. Stella? Hello, Stella. Okay, I think Stella is off. But I just wanted to have an overview, okay, of how just works. Okay? if I was okay, good. Okay, for this today, okay, actually for the last 20 minutes I was just trying not to make you understand JavaScript. Okay, I was trying to tell you to understand that JavaScript can be built in different ways. Okay, and if you maybe reading out somewhere, okay, reading something out maybe from some resource, and you see maybe this out, maybe like line 12, you see this thing, you can say what's that? Okay, just take your mind that this is JavaScript. Okay, and maybe if you look at this line 70, line 21, okay, just know that it can also be written in this way. Okay, but at the end of it all, this is what I was showing you, different ways of writing JavaScript. Okay, together. So now we're going to start maybe for the next 5-6 minutes. I'm going to just show you. Now I'm going to look at the basics, okay, of the actual basics, the actual building blocks, okay, of JavaScript, okay, and what it can do and what it cannot do. Okay, good. Okay, so for now, let me just go ahead. Maybe I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to create, maybe call it intro. Got intro here. Okay, like that. I'm going to move these two things inside intro. Okay, I'll move. Good. Okay, the new folder. I'm going to, okay, it didn't move, but it didn't move actually. Yeah, and here this also is set. Move. Okay, also yeah, move. Okay, move. Good. Okay, a new folder. I'm going to call it let's say basics. Okay, good. Okay, like always for you, one more thing which I forgot to tell you guys, okay, is JavaScript can be read in at least two environments. Okay, two environments. The first environment can be the browser. Okay, the browser. The second one can be Node.js. Okay, but we'll look at Node.js. We'll be looking at JavaScript in the browser. Okay, so let me just go ahead and put a new file. Sorry, let's close this up. Okay, this is okay. Close it up. I close it up also. Good. Okay, good. So I'm going to put a new file just inside the basics. Okay, I'm going to create index.html. Okay, together. .html. Good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay, this is the structure. I just like to have a clean document. Okay, because let me say I'll call it JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript, the basics. Okay, so I won't add anything in this thing apart from maybe an h1 saying JavaScript, because I need JavaScript. Okay, basics. Okay. So I'm going to have this. Okay, I have this file. It's just an HTML file. Okay, it's just nothing. I'm creating this file just so that I can show you how you can write JavaScript in another environment. Okay, apart from the HTML part. Okay, so I'll go ahead, click here. I'll open the folder. I'll open it up here one time. Where are you? Okay, here it's taking so much time. Open with Chrome. Okay, good. So it opened. I think that opened. Of course. Okay, it's here. As you can see, okay, here. Okay, let me just grab this link. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so remember I haven't written JavaScript anyway. Okay, I'm going to start writing JavaScript inside the browser. Okay, remember Justin or Daisy, I'm not sure, I don't remember very well, but just showed you that you can right click on the page. Okay, then inspect. Okay, inspect, at least first I think inspect. Okay, before that let us bring this here because to have issues here. Let me just first copy this link here. Up. Go to this tab database. Let's do this here. Come here, next browser. I'll put this here. Okay, we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm having this file together. so I'm just told you guys, I think that's not easy how to inspect. Okay, so you can right click and inspect. Okay, inspect. Okay, inspect elements. Okay, so mine is down here. Okay, my inspector thing is down here. Okay, can see move it anywhere you want. Okay, can move it, maybe you want to move it to the side. Okay, right click and move it to the left side. Okay, but mine I want it to be down. Okay, because I feel comfortable when it's down. Okay, comfortable when it's down. Okay, so I'll have it here. Okay, this inspector, this is this developer, it's called developer tools. Okay, so you can see we have things like elements, things like console, things like sources, things like, let me size here, and you can also see this. Okay, more time. Okay, you can see there's elements, there's console, there's sources, there's network, there's performance, there's memory, application, lighthouse, there's all this. Okay, resource server, this is mine. Okay, maybe you guys don't have this too. Okay, but you can have up to lighthouse. Okay, so remember, just I told you, if you want to inspect and maybe get something, maybe like here, this h1, can inspect. Okay, inspect maybe and add styles. Okay, can say I want to add some styles here. Okay, but the next after elements, you can see there's something called console. Okay, console is used for writing JavaScript. Okay, so and you want to look like this. Okay, look like maybe they have this thing like no messages, like some like those two things. Okay, like a sidebar showing you some things about warnings and errors. Okay, another sidebar showing you maybe things like hidden network, all this. Okay, but don't mind them. Okay, what you want to is where there's this white space. Okay, we can see it hide inside this console sidebar. Okay, let's have this also this can replace. Okay, let's say I can't hide this. Can I? Okay, I can't. Okay, but you can see down here. Okay, down here after this, you can see the size. Okay, just here there's like a nice kind of arrow where you can start typing. Okay, this can also be a text editor. Okay, can say maybe I can write something like alert. Okay, because you learn alert. Okay, alert. Okay, can say alert, maybe a text of saying this is a console. Okay, okay, then of course after writing it, you just click. Okay, enter. Okay, I think it's now showing you something called alert. Okay, this pop-up. Okay, of alert. Okay, one more thing which I want to show you before actually we get into the basics. I want to show you something called prompt. Okay, prompt is like alert, but basically between prompt you have to enter something. Okay, you can say prompt. Okay, prompt what a string of what is your name. Okay, okay, and I close this up. Okay, enter, and to ask me what's your name, then I can say something. Okay, I say maybe Eric. Okay, I say okay. Okay, so I've showed you maybe two things. Okay, I've showed you alert, I showed you prompt. Okay, I also showed you the developer console. Okay, sometimes maybe you may see things like let me say something called log. Okay, you could have using this a lot. Okay, this console so much when you're doing JavaScript. Okay, so that's why I want you guys to know it from the beginning. Okay, so if I say go ahead and open up the console, you know where to open up the console. Okay, so I want you guys to get everything, just all the stuff that you may need. Okay, you may want to know for this lesson. Okay, all the stuff you may want to understand. So now the next part on Friday, we are going to just build try to actually have like look at things like variables, things like data types, all that. Okay, but for today I want you guys to just have maybe a glimpse of what you're going to look at, okay, in the future. Okay, have a glimpse of it. Okay, and during your free time, please go ahead and read through this. Okay, read through the documentation here. Okay, just read through, just go ahead and scroll down, read through something. Okay, at least when I come on Friday, you can at least you can have like some bit of what of understanding. Okay, what this thing means. Okay, because I'm going to go ahead and repeat all this stuff one more time with you. Okay, and explain what you did understand. Okay, good. But for now, for today, I want you guys to maybe to understand and see and gauge of what we're going to be looking at in the next coming weeks. Okay, good. Okay. So now I'm going to leave you with some time for questions and for inquiries. For anything you want to speak, just feel free. Yes, let me start with Carol, because yes, Carol, anything you want to say, anything that you feel like, okay, maybe I didn't get this, okay, maybe this is confusing me. I'll repeat, okay? Go ahead, Carol. Questions? Okay. So what about you, Mariam? Any questions?
Currently, I'm good.
Yeah, good. Okay. Okay. So for now, yes, Adam ask Pauline. Any questions? Any suggestions? Any inquiries that you feel like you want to pick out your mind?
Um, I'm good. Maybe if I don't know if it's okay to expound a bit on the data type that shows when we alerted this is a console, then it brought undefined.
Okay, so don't worry. Okay, that will come on Friday. Okay, because today was
Or I don't know.
yeah,
If
understand.
it's okay, or that's for another day.
Yes, for another day. For today,
Alright.
for today, I want you guys to get maybe the gist of JavaScript. Okay, maybe have like some play out like okay, this works so okay. But yeah, but on Friday I'll explain everything like
Alright.
data types, numbers, things like functions, all that. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and thank you for that. So since people have no questions, uh, feel free for today. Just because very much, okay. And yes, go ahead and read through this. Okay, just have a read, okay, through this documentation. This one here, okay. It has very quite good content, okay. It has very good content. Okay? So feel free to just have a glimpse of it, okay. Then on the yes, Carol.
Eric,
Yes, Carol.
Eric, I'm asking, are you going to like post that document maybe in the chat group?
Yes, I'm also share this, okay? Share this in this group. It's actually a link.
Eric,
Yeah, yes, it's a link. It's an actual link. So let me share it one
okay,
more time.
thank you.
Yeah. So don't worry about it. Just read through this, okay? Just to get the gist of it, okay? Good, okay? So I think by Friday, at least if you can understand, yes, maybe like the basics, yes, the basics, it will be much way better for you as a student or as a developer to understand this, okay? Just a glimpse of it, okay? Then to understand everything, just read through, okay? Read through, then have questions, okay? Read through and write down the questions you want, okay? Then I'll answer every question that you have, okay? I'll answer it, okay? On Friday. So that's it for me. If you have questions, if you have any queries, please you can stay and we can have a more chat. You can answer questions. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave at your own accord.